Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, folks. The one and only Be the Girl Economist with my main man, the Algo Cowboy. And we are here discussing all things that are markets and all the mayhem that it causes. With that being said, you can find both of us over at algofactory.tech, algofactory.tech. Trade your job, upgrade your life. Join Cowboy and I there. We're there every single day. Algofactory.tech. With that being said, Cowboy, good morning, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there, man. I mean, I can't complain.
I could complain, but who the hell gives a shit?
Nobody cares, bro.
Nobody cares.
No one wants to listen to me pout and cry and whine and all the other things that I do.
Right. I mean, because you do it all the time, like in private when we talk.
Yeah.
You're always whining.
I'm always whining. I always want some cheese with my wine.
Okay, that's a cheesy joke, but I like it. It's cool.
It is.
Double cheesy, baby.
That's it. Where do you want to begin, man? I mean, we had the fake jobs report that was out that, oh my God, everybody's shocked that the jobs report was fake. Of course it's fake.
Yeah,
Everything that comes out of the country is fake. All we have is narrative. I mean, at some point in the last 50 years, the geniuses, the elite Western geniuses who rule the world, Cowboys, supposedly rule the world, and they don't rule shit, is perception to them is more powerful than reality. So where do you?
Well, no, they create reality. Remember who said that?
Yeah, Karl Rove.
Karl Rove. Yeah, we create reality.
Yeah, reality is what we say it is. Really, how's that working out for you, Carl? Oh.
That's like the freaking ultimate, what do you call it?
Hubris.
Hubris. Yeah, it's just
ultimate hubris.
It's so like really, yeah, dude. Okay, I got about 450,000 expired Ukrainians who might disagree with that statement. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I feel terrible for what's going on over there. I feel terrible for Ukrainian families, Ukrainian soldiers, and the Russian soldiers. I feel bad for everybody who's dying unnecessarily. This did not have to happen.
No, this is how evil the government is. This is how evil Western governments are. This is how checked out of reality the majority of the Western population is. We have governments that are this out of control and a population that is this checked out. The remedy for that is, look, like I've said it before so many times, you can never break God's laws, you can only confirm them. What goes around comes around. And what's going to come around to the West, if we don't wake up, is going to be 1,000 times worse than you can ever imagine or perceive. Pain is coming. How much of a pain we're going to get is dependent upon what happens in the next several months. What happens in November is going to be indicative of how much pain is coming.
Oh, for sure. For sure. What do you think about that? Let's start right there. So we understand that, we have free and fair elections. Elections are all free. Whatever happens is always true. There's no cheating at all, ever. Never. So, given the opposite of what I just said, what do you think how you think it's going to pan out? What do you leaning towards?
Anybody who thinks that we got nothing to worry about, it's all in the bag, Trump's going to win, is stupid. Like, you got to be crazy. I'm very concerned about the November elections. Very concerned. Because a lot of the things that were supposed to be fixed or should have been fixed never was touched in terms of local and state levels. Will there be enough of a turnout? Will enough Americans give a rat's rear end that there's enough of a turnout that they can't overtly cheat the way they do? And here's the thing. Who's to even say that we'll even have an election in November?
There's a lot of talk like that.
Exactly. Who's to say? They could say, "Oh, the monkeypox is out and running wild." Oh yeah. Oh, we need to delay the elections. We need to delay this and delay that. Who knows? So this is where we are at, and this is what we're facing, Cowboys. So and let's just say none of that happens, and this is election day. because of the level of cheating involved, because of the level of manipulation that could be involved, anyone who discounts Kamala Harris, anybody who discounts her as a threat, as a credible threat, she's a dummy, a low IQ dummy, a perfect psychopathic evil dummy. She's perfect as a puppet. And anyone who discounts her says she's not going to win, you're smoking something. She has a very high chance of winning.
Oh yeah,
very high chance.
You can use the word winning. I mean, I prefer the term shoehorned in, but you know.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what we're facing, man. So the markets are in a state of funkiness. You know, there's no white hats or crash helmets working in the background. There's no like elective super. There's a power struggle for sure, but that doesn't mean that anything is in the bag. Now there are going to be idiots out there that are saying, "Oh, the Kamala Harris and Joe Biden that we're seeing on TV is really not them." I know Joe Biden uses several body doubles. That's a fact. They'll say things like, "Oh, they're really in Guantanamo Bay, and what we're seeing are robotic clones, and everything's okay. Trump and the crash helmets are going to take over and win the day." Go back to sleep, America. You are foolhardy. You're absolutely foolhardy. You're the equivalent of a evangelical Christian in Europe during the time of World War II, when the Nazis were blitzkrieging through France, through Czechoslovakia, through Poland, and through the rest of the entire continental Europe, and one country was falling after the other. And then the evangelical Christians that were there who did nothing and let this thing slide because it's okay. Because Hitler's the Antichrist and the rapture is going to take place. So we don't have to do nothing. The rapture's going to come any second, guys. And just like that, it's going to rapture us out of here. There's nothing to worry about. That's the similar approach that many in the electoral body, many in the voter population is looking at these days in the United States, man. It's worrisome. They think somebody else has it. There's a secret team deployed, baby seals and pink berets. They're shooting CIA directors in undisclosed locations off the coast of Sicily. You know, it's just so and so is intercepted voter where? Apart from the doldrums of idiotic forums throughout the world in obscure places on the internet, where the hell is this actually happening? You know, it's like how many people have been SWAT teamed in the last 3 years? How much government has encroached? How much have people economically suffered in the last 3 years that makes anybody take a step back and say like, "Oh yeah, everything's under control"? What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like, look, you know, I don't want to get too far into disparaging individuals and stuff, but I will say that if you're depending on somebody else to save you, good luck. You're gonna have to save yourself.
Nobody's coming.
No one's coming.
No one's coming. The only inoculation you have against this is to make as much capital and as much resources and develop as much income streams as possible. Work while the time is you still have daylight.
Yeah.
Work while you still have daylight because the darkness is coming. You want to make sure that you're in real assets. You want to make sure that you have something stashed away because the darkness is coming. Work while it is still day. That is a biblical command.
Make hay while the sun shines.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Make hay while the sun shines. That's the deal. Yeah, have you heard about this yet? Balaj guy is talking about Eastern Colorado around Denver, Aurora area is a powder keg to watch. So there's videos on Twitter. I'll see if I can find it. Or X,
I heard about that. Bill, he's talking about the Venezuelan gangs that have taken over apartment complexes.
Yeah, that's right. Let me see if I can
enjoy that video, folks. That's going to happen in many places.
Not where
not where we are.
Yeah,
but in the blue riddled areas of the country, you're going to see a lot of that. I can see that. I can see a couple of California vicinities that go down that route.
Yeah, I'm gonna let me see if I can bring this video up. Okay, here we are. Let me pause it and then I'll share the screen and we'll see this video. These are just like, I mean, as far as I know, what we're about to see is like some guy just filming what's going on in apartment complex. And the backstory here is that I guess like a lot of Venezuelan gangs kind of moved into this complex, and then after they moved in, they're like, okay, you know, the apartment complex people are like, we're not gonna like keep this complex up anymore. Like basically, they're just like, okay, they're taking a loss, like probably gonna try to claim insurance money or something. But check this out. Okay, yeah, it's on the screen.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, these are just gang members right here. This is not cops or anything. Watch this. Guys walking around with just weaponry, long rifles in public. Okay, hey, what's up, guys? Let's go have dinner. You look at this kind of stuff. What is this? Is there audio on this, V? Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
All right. Anyway, you get the idea, right? And there's trash everywhere. If you go back to like the some other photos, you see that there's all kinds of trash.
So the Venezuelans are taking over and they're transforming it into Caracas. It goes from Colorado to Caracas.
Oh, dude, to Caracas is more like it. So I can pull this.
Venezuelans is taking over.
Before you see all the trash everywhere here. It might be hard to see because the video size here, but you can hear gunshots in the background too, by the way.
Y'all are on bullshit out here. Nigga, we almost just got hit.
You'll hear it now. You hear that?
Yep.
Pop, 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 pop. Dude, they're just like shooting guns in the air. Like, I mean, where are the feds? How is it that you have these like gang members moving in?
Oh, the feds there, man. They're there for us, not for these guys.
That's just it. Yeah. Why are the feds not taking these guys out? This is a gang. Like, this is literally, they're walking around, long rifles. Dude, if it was like, say some citizens that were not BIPOC walking around with long rifles like this, oh man, the feds would be there and they'd be burning down the building.
What are you doing, white man, walking around with a gun in your hand? What do you think is open constitutional carry, white boy?
Actually, it is where I live.
Get out. No, you ain't allowed to have that because you're a white. Here, give it to the brown guy. Give it to that Venezuelan. Give it to Miguel. Let him take over an apartment complex.
And this is V speaking as a brown guy, by the way. Like, we're not
exactly. For those who don't know, I am a BIPOC, whatever that means.
Oh man! So my lovely wife came in and brought me my smoothie here. I don't know if you heard the door open in the background, but all right. So that's what's going on there. So Maeyhem. Let's move on. So George Gammon, one of my favorite economic commentators. One of the things he has said, not what you're seeing on the screen, which we're going to cover right now, but one of the things he said was super, super poignant. And Matt Errett, I think, would agree on this. And I really, really love Matt's work. I've been in Matt's chat, talking to him on Telegram a bit lately. The guy is just so good. But long story short, when you have a fiat system, right? The problem with the fiat system is not the fiat system. It's not the printing unbacked money. That's a problem. But if that money were being spent wisely and the graft were kept to a minimum and the money were being invested in our infrastructure and not just given away to oligarchs and stuff, then actually our system would probably work fine. Our inflation would be held down to like reasonable levels. You know, it's the fact that the fiat system itself, the biggest problem is that it's controlled and ran by humans who can make shady decisions. That's the problem. They can stem the flow. So until we can have some kind of system, well, it's in a way, Rob's been doing some really good comments in here. I haven't been putting all the stuff up, but he said
Robbie's the man with the comments, man.
Yeah, no, Robbie, we appreciate everything. So a minimum of fraud. It's not that it's okay. It's less not okay. Like anytime you have a system run by humans, there's always going to be some fraud, right?
There's always going to be it's like owning a retail shop. They're guaranteed there's going to be some attrition. There's going to be some shrink in your inventory. It's just going to happen.
It's going to happen. And look, we can talk about all the fiat, this and that. Look, here's the thing about it. Everybody talks about, oh, it's got to be sound money or all this and that and the other. Look, we can fantasize about whatever system we want, but we have the system that we have. So are we going to talk about like, oh, I wish we had this, or are we going to take advantage of the system that we have? And you can have a system if there's always going to be some fraud. Okay. And the fact that the money can be cheated and stemmed away means that absolutely humans have control over the system. There's no, there's, if anybody wants to say the system is not created and controlled by humans, I don't know. Rob, I love you, man. I don't even know what that means. Human made systems are fiction. I don't know what that means. But I mean, these are human made systems ran by humans who are stealing. And so if there was, like say an automated system, then you're going to have technocracy. And we don't want that either. We don't want to have to like rely on computers because those computers are ultimately written and controlled by humans. So this AI,
unless you put it on the blockchain and put smart contracts to it.
That's one way to go about it because you'll have open source. It's open source.
We need an open source system. Every system should be open source, but of course that'll never happen because it's like men in power want that corruption. There's always going to be corruption, always going to be some sort of graft or grift. The key is you got to minimize it. You have to minimize it. You can't 100% eliminate it. It's like impossible.
Yeah, you can't. I don't think it is. So
Bill got the right strategy.
Yep.
Beanie Babies, cat food, and gummy worms.
That's it. You got those 3 items. You're good to go.
You have those 3. Well, the Beanie Babies doubles. If you shred a Beanie Baby or you put a Beanie Baby into a plastic bag or whatever, you can use it as some sort of a blanket, a comforter, so to speak, keep you warm.
Yep. So we want to kind of. So at Algo Factory, we talk a lot about, okay, do you want to make money or do you want to complain? That's the question. What? Do you want to make money or do you want to complain? Because you can complain about the system or you can use the system, right? But one good thing about the impulse to complain is that you can identify the problems in the system so that you can either avoid the problems or you can be on the right side of the grift. Because I hate to say it, everything's a grift as long as you're on the right side of it. So the only thing that's not a grift is teaching people how to profit from the bullshit. And there's not everything is a grift, but everything has griftish in it, right? Like, so some guy
there's that again, that small percentage.
Small,
but anyway, the whole thing is, moving it forward. It's like, look, whatever the fuck the system is, you got to learn how to milk it. You got to learn how to leverage it. You have to learn how to, put it to your advantage, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. That's it. Even if you make a good product and you sell it, right? There's no grift there. You get some material, you make chairs, you sell chairs, people buy chairs. I mean, there's always going to be like a very minimal amount of grift at everything. Just either avoid it or leverage it. So into this article from George Gammon, right? And again, my point and that whole reason we even talked about any of that is because George did say, like, look, we have a system. It could work a lot better. The reason it's not working is because of the theft, right? So here, Dollar General shares crater 20% as retailer cuts outlook, blaming financially constrained customers. Okay. Now,
if Dollar General, so the canaries in the coal mine are starting to die.
Yeah. Dude, I heard Dollar General is subsidized, aren't they?
I don't know.
Are they like Walmart? No, I think they're like Walmart where they're subsidized.
You could be right. I mean, yeah.
I think they are because this is how they can sell things for so cheap. I believe that they get some form of subsidy, and it might be like, okay, one of the versions of subsidy at Walmart is that they pay their people like just below poverty level so that the people can go and apply for like welfare. And so they can make a living wage based on getting government money plus Walmart, right? So, I don't know if they're still doing that. I know they did it at one time. But if Dollar General is cratering, like that's canary in the coal mine. That's the whole reason we talked about this article. So some of the deeper things, it's been a minute since we've done markets and mayhem. So we probably should talk a little bit about what happened with the fake earnings outlook thing. Let's stop sharing the screen. Okay, so
I love the fake earnings outlook. That was like amazing. Oh, by the way, it was a net loss of 812 jobs. Yeah, 812,000. Excuse me.
Million.
I'm sorry, 812 million. Jesus
million.
Christ.
Yeah. So look, the thing about this economic million, yeah, the economic data that comes out, it's put together by groups such as the Bureau of Labor Statistics, right?
Oh, thank you. And what's interesting, Bill cleared it up for us.
Is that true, or are you just joking around?
I think he's serious.
Okay, well.
Then again, you never know with Bill.
Yeah, you never know.
Hey, did you hear this real quick? Baby girl, just to put this up there. Israel just outlawed Bitcoin as terrorist money.
I didn't know that.
The chosen ones.
Yeah, good luck. Dude, there's a video I saw yesterday of, and you know what? Actually, I work with Israeli people. I got nothing against like Israeli people or anything like that. There just happens to be this dude that was Israeli, and he was in Texas. Let me see if I can find this guy. Gun.
No, it's 812,000. Cowboy, not 812 million.
Okay, my bad. Well, I was thinking close to
I
1 million.
I was like million.
That's my bad. Let me throw this up on the screen real quick. This is something else. It's nothing to do with like economics or anything, but damn, it's quite the video. Give me a second to share. And again, I don't think this has anything to do with the fact that the guy's Israeli, but it's just part of the story. So let me go ahead and share screen. And this is just entertainment. Like that's all it is right now. All right, so don't take this too far.
Oh, Bill's right. Yeah, Walmart is.
Okay, so you see here, Israeli with a firearm gets disarmed and beat down by Texas Mexicans. Interesting. So in Texas, everybody's armed. So you want to take a gun to a pool? Why? So this guy brings a gun to a pool, and I'm gonna have to shut it off before the violence.
This is like an apartment complex.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shut it off before the violence gets too bad. But
no, don't shut it off. You can play it. It's fine. Just shut the volume. There's no.
You want me to kill the volume?
Or anything, right? No gunshots or anything. No gunshots. Then play it. We're fine. Then play.
I mean, they beat him up.
That's fine. Who cares? You see that all the time.
He's just faking it. Yeah. Just take it out. Oh, he does.
He's got a gun in his hand. Like he could be shot right now and it would be okay, right? He's like, no, get out of here. Let's just leave the guy alone. He's got a gun, right? It's not worth it.
Look the way he's holding it.
He's holding it inside that bag.
He's got a gun. Why do you bring a gun to a pool?
Like you put it down. Take the gun. He takes it.
Drown his ass.
Got him. And they proceed to beat the daylights out of him.
Shit.
Ow. You go pull a gun on people, you get what you get, dude.
You get what you get.
Yeah, so you pull a gun on him. Psychopath, dude. Psychopath. Like, dude, this is Texas. In Texas, if there was somebody witnessing this and that gun was out, and it was out, he had a gun out in plain view, pointed at one of the guys, like someone could have shot him and it would have been okay. Right. And that Glock was not, I think that they took the gun away from the whole situation while those guys were fighting.
Good.
I don't think it was around the fight.
Good, because a nut job who does that doesn't deserve to be like you got issues, dude. You're looking for beef. You're looking for this. I want to.
Why does he have a gun there?
Yeah,
it's just so stupid. Yeah. And this is like where we are right now in the world. It sucks. So back to the 800.
It's not where we are in the world. It's where we are here
in the West.
Magnificent. We're in part of the golden billion, Cowboy. We're the part of the golden billion. That's right. Yeah, the magnificent West. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you this much. There's going to be reckoning. And the fact that we're getting this fake data, 818,000 according to Rob B. jobs. So they had a February report about how many jobs were added to the economy. And it was the second worst revision. It was the worst revision in since 2008. And I think the second worst revision in modern history is as long as the employment numbers have existed. And basically what they did was they said that the economy had about 1 million more jobs than it really did. And when it got revised, I'm going to show you all what happened to the charts when it got revised. Give me a second.
While you revise that, I'll show you what we worked on. This is the entire society in the West. Here we go.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
That's Western. That is Western. That's Western foreign policy, man. It's great.
It's not even a joke. Not even a joke, dude.
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
I love it.
Oh, geez, man.
I love it.
This is what happens. I believe this was the you can see the revision wick here. I'm going to bring it up. I know you can't see it yet, so everybody calm down. With problems, always. The ability to carry a firearm does not necessarily meet the burden of property and lawfully
properly and lawfully bearing it.
Oh,
absolutely right.
Meet the burden properly and lawfully. Ability to carry a firearm. Yeah, I mean, look, I would say I personally got a CCW, and so I have some training.
What is the percentage of Americans on mental medications? I'm going to look this up while you bring up this economic stuff, right?
Yeah, sure. I think it's like with white females, it's like well over 25%. I think like the second.
Why is that? Jeez.
I think it might be bigger than that. So this is the revision wick. We had a really great short on over at Algo Factory. I put on a short, and I put on the short that like. So this is a 30-minute chart. Each one of these candles is 30 minutes, right? And so let me show you how this went. And I'm going to tell you this is probably why this whole revision happened. Okay, so price was going to fall, and it was a very good short. All the metrics lined up, and you have all these like structure points. So if I'm going to put a short on, right, I'm going to enter here, which I entered.
So hold on, while you're discussing shorts and all this stuff. 20.3% of Americans are on psychotropic drugs.
Oh yeah, I thought it was 25, but 23. Yeah, that's
crazy.
1 in 5 people. Dude. So anyway, I got short right here, and I have my stop loss above structure. I think it was like right here, right? So for those of you who trade, you know what I'm talking about with stop losses. And a lot of people who went short on a higher time frame, they put their stop loss below this structure right here. This was the obvious structure, the safer stop loss, and a lot of people got short. So when you're short, price wants to go down. That's what that's the, I mean, for those of you who don't trade at all, that's what that means. I got short, waiting for price to go down. And so going further and further into the green is the plan, just like this, right? And it was I was in profit. It was looking great. And I got in early too. Like it was a really, really nice trade. So watch what happened. So I have my stop like right about here, and I'm going to hit play. You got, okay, one candle, looking good, in a profit nicely. Oh, shit. Look at that right there. Yeah. So a lot of people's stop losses were basically here or above, and you have this nasty wick above. And I can guarantee you, look, this is there's a certain kind of trading called inner circle trading style. And so when you have a move down, and then you have these I don't really do ICT. I was doing ICT without it being ICT. All this new ICT stuff is like shit I've already been doing for years under a different name. But these moves up and down, what it does is it kind of brings people into the market to go short. So obviously price is going down, but they have these little pullbacks, and the more pullbacks you get, the more people put on shorts, and people start getting a lot of shorts.
I'm wearing shorts right now.
You're shorts right now. So did you liquidate your shorts? So every single one of
the prior night, if I had some really bad, spicy food, that's very possibly liquidating your shorts.
Okay. So even every time this goes down, more people are getting short, right? So more people get short. It's like, and as the trend continues, it does get a little more risky, but the high time frame trend was like, okay, go short. Well, a bunch of people got short by the time price was down here, and a lot of their stops were kind of where mine was, and even a little higher and safe. So there were a ton of people short. And so it just so happened that this revision to the employment number going back 7 months or whatever happened right here and took everybody out of the trade. Millions and millions, maybe billions. I bet you billions were lost, easily billions. Not necessarily in this one trade, but across the market, billions were lost because the market was going in a very predictable direction. Like it was definitely going down, so it just so happened though, right as a lot of people got short, they threw that out there and took everybody out. This, I guarantee you, was timed. Because if you look it up, you found out that a bunch of banks just called and got the real data. They knew the revision needed to be done. Like it was like you could just get the data yourself. It wasn't a secret. So they decided to throw it out there right here, right after everybody just got short. This is what you have to deal with, people. When you have basically, like, I don't know if we're a serious country anymore at this point. Like
we're not. The fraud has gone so far, and the apathy has gotten so deep. Like the 5 to 10% of people that live here who are actually serious about life are just waiting for this shit to just work itself out, man.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah. And we're trying to, figure out, hey, do we stay? Do we go? All
Yeah,
that
I mean, I don't know. Look, the grass is always greener, right? Like people want to go here, go there. There are other people who feel that the whole world's changing. So, I mean, look, if you want to go to a place like China, you're going to deal with a different set of problems. You want to go to a place like Russia, you deal with a different set of problems. And I'm not saying those problems are better or worse. They're just different. So, make sure.
With stupid people. That's the problem. We have a proliferation of stupidity.
Well, I mean, look, in those other countries, one thing I can tell you is there's only 2 genders.
Exactly. Taxes are lower and it's easier for me to do business too.
Yeah, what's the income tax in China?
That's a good question. I'll find out for you.
Let's look it up. I bet you it's lower than the U.S.
No, it's way lower. It's way lower.
Yeah, they're supposed to be a communist country, and of course, technically, they are the
3%.
3 to 45%.
No, it's 3 to
3% to 45%.
China tax system. I'm looking at it from a banking site, so I'll tell you right now. No, it's the highest rate is 25%
for income. So
yeah,
comprehensive income,
and that's before any sort of write-offs or whatnot that they have.
Tax rate divided into 7 levels according to the amount of taxable income an individual's monthly salary, with the highest level at 45%, lowest level at 3%. That's Wikipedia, but that might be including everything.
I'm looking at a bank. I'm looking at a bank site. So screw Wikipedia address. That's bullshit.
Well, I'm thinking it might be more. I mean, whatever it is. I mean, it's comparable to the U.S., right? So, and the low rate, less. I don't know. It's better on the low end.
Much less, and then there's all sorts of breaks that you get if you're starting a business, if you're investing, all these other things as well. So it's a lot lower. So again, the current thing and I can't share the screen because it's the actual bank site from one of my side of things. So standard rate's about 25% for the companies. On the low side, you're looking at like 3%.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, okay, so maybe the high end is not too different to us, but when you include everything. But here's the thing: common deductions. Most wage earners may deduct state-run pensions, medical insurance, unemployment.
But here's
insurance,
the other thing, though. Look, on top of that, on top of having a lower tax rate than us, on top of
there's nobody paying 3% here.
No, not only having and making it easier to do business over there. Look at what they're getting in return. Look at the cities, the infrastructure, the services, the products, all these things that are fixed and running like a well-oiled machine. What the hell do we get? We have all the fake paper empire with none of the benefits. Like if you're going to be a paper empire, share the paper with your people, right? Share the paper with the people.
Well, yeah. So if you go to like even Europe, right? Which, they have some real high taxes. I'd rather be in the U.S. than Europe, but at least in Europe,
forget about it. I think the new the retards in the EU want to jack it up to like a 90% tax rate. These assholes, these people, the dumbest, and still not enough money. Still not enough money.
Like at least you get mass transportation and like healthcare over there. Like we don't get jack here. We don't get anything. We get theft. Like they just take it. I mean, I'm sure we get some. We get a military or whatever. But basically, I'd say a bigger tax than income is going to be the way that they use the interest rates and all that. The fiat system. That's one of the biggest thefts of all time. Is that they can print money and then they give that newly printed money to the elites, and then it devalues the money that we all have. Right. So it's just a way of giving money to the rich is this money printing system. And that happens like everywhere. Here in Russia, individuals pay an income tax 13%, very small land tax 0.3%. Most small businesses eligible for a simplified taxation can choose one of the following. You get a 6% tax, 6%, or a profits tax, 35% of profits, or agri-tax, 6% for farmers. And there's a couple other formulas. Corporate taxes for medium and large business include profits, a VAT 20%, and property tax. So you're talking about I don't know, half the rate in Russia, or maybe
right now the United States has the highest tax rates in the developed world right now. When you count state, local, federal,
Sales,
when you count
land.
sales, when you count land tax, gains tax, we are taxed to oblivion.
Yeah.
Oblivion.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Because,
dude.
that's what happens when you live on the hill, the shining light of the beacon of freedom throughout the world, and that's yeah.
I know, dude. It's just, but people don't get it, and they're never gonna get it.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. Okay, I think this year, these last several months, I'm just so sick of the lies. Like everything we've ever learned. Like, folks, not only is our news fake, but our history's fake. Okay, everything that we've been told is a lie. Everything.
We look up for Rob B. Cost of living as a percentage of income in Russia. See if that metric actually comes up. Cost of living in Russia 2024. That's not going to be what we need.
It's low. Don't even waste your time with that. It's much lower than here. I've talked to Tim Kirby.
Yeah, he would know.
ESW. Yeah, it's pathetic. Don't even bother. You're only going to hurt yourself because you'll be like, what? You're going to get mad. You're going to get mad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, St. Petersburg or Moscow are beautiful, right? That's like, they're beautiful cities. It says your monthly rent for a 1-bedroom apartment in Moscow or St. Petersburg can range from $500 to $1,500, depending on location, blah, blah, blah.
You're talking about a city that puts New York City to shame.
Yeah, at $500 to $1,500, dude. You can't find a single bedroom apartment for $1,500 in a bad area in California. Like,
exactly.
Dude. So, and there's like cheap public transportation, food is cheap. So, and plus food over there, I think they're they don't do GMO there. So you're going to just buy decent food everywhere you go.
They want to be the capital of organic.
Yeah, Robbie says 1,500 is 5-star. You're paying 1,500 for an apartment in Moscow. It's like super, super nice.
Correct.
A $1,500 is a shack in a place like in the US.
You know what? There's only 2 genders there too.
Yeah, right. There's less counting.
And some of the most beautiful people in the world also live there. So hey.
Jim Dillinger says it's not that they need tax revenue. They don't want people to have any money. That's the reason. No, I'm gonna. What you're saying is half true. But they need as much money as they can get. So if they can get $13 trillion in tax revenue, that's $13 trillion they can take, and they need it because who knows what they're funding. They're out of money. They need every penny they can take. So I guarantee you they need it. Now, if they were spending properly, it might be different, but it is what it is. So into the charts, because we're starting to get towards the end of the show here. Look, here's the thing about it. Let's go to equities first, right? Let's look at the general market, the SP 500. I'm looking at targets at so we had the big, Bank of Japan scenario, and this was the carry trade. We talked about this. We did a whole show of Velas on this a few Mondays ago, and so that is resulting in this big move down that you see right here. This let me draw it for you. Over a 2-month period it happened, but then it really, really accelerated right here. Okay, so you have that big move down, and that's the SP 500. This is actually the E-mini, right? So it's already back up to almost the all-time highs, and it only took from not even a whole month, August 7th, really you could say August 4th, until today, the end of the month. It's already pretty much back at all-time highs. It made a quick dip, and I think they're going to keep pushing it up. Historically, if you look at the way these things go, Gilbert Novak, dude. Put on there.
Well, that's why we benefit here. Gilbert, you got to understand, diversity is our strength. And the more genders we have here, the more unskilled, uneducated third world refuse we have here, we're all better for it. Did you not know this, Cowboy, that having these low-educated, uneducated, low-skill individuals coming in from the southern border is a net positive for our economy? Did you not know that, Cowboy?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Actually, what they're doing now is, so when you're not a citizen, they can tax you, but none of your money goes to they can take your taxes, but you don't get as many. Like, you'll get benefits and stuff, but there's a lot of things they don't have to pay for when you're not a citizen yet. So basically, it's a way to extract cheap labor without having to pay back into it, and that's for the low end stuff. So yeah, I don't even want to get too far into that. Sergey says Moscow is the most beautiful city in the world.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's
yeah, I've never been. I mean, at this point, you know, I'd love to go.
You can go on YouTube and you could do like, you know, you can type in like, you know, Moscow 4K.
Can you get that queued up?
Yeah,
I'll find that, and then when we're done with the charts, we'll take a look at that as the last part of the show.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at targets here just to keep like a long story short. I don't think it could happen, but I don't think it's going to go below 55.60, right? That little liquidity grab here that happened last week, right? Or today and yesterday, probably going to see price continue up. And historically on election years, the markets go sideways into the election. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to see any more down to speak of, unless there's a black swan, unless there's an event that, you know, is unexpected, things like that. But I do expect over like the rest of the year, I mean, I predicted 6,000 SP 500 by the end of the year. That's a little aggressive. Next year, like for sure, I would be very surprised if it didn't happen. Can't tell you guaranteed what's going to happen. We got our boy BitMatt, dude. McMatt is in with us. This is McMatt.
Where? Oh, hey.
Did you guys see how one of Kamala's finance advisors confirmed that
unrealized gains? What's that about? Let's put the chart away.
Unrealized gains, I think it's like 25%. I can find it.
What the hell? What did they mean by unrealized gains? What are they talking about?
Well, I mean, unrealized gains means that, okay, so if you have a stock and that stock went up by, you know, like, I'm just going to make up a number. It went up by 50%. Like, so you bought something at $1,000 and then it went up to $2,000. You've made $1,000 on that, right? Now, until you sell it and you take that profit, like, you have not realized those gains. That stock could go back down. Gorgeous. Wow. That stock could head back down and you could lose all the money that you gained, right? So until you sell it, it's not a taxable event. You have not taken profit until you actually sell whatever that stock is. Well, here's the problem with that. Kamala and her communist friends, what they want to do is tax you for those gains, even though you've not realized it. So you could own a stock, it doubles in a year. So you turn 1,000 into 2, and she's going to make you pay taxes, even though you haven't sold that stock. I mean, are they trying to crash the market?
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what's going to happen. No one's going to buy anything. People are going to have to sell everything they got. I mean, dude, if you tax unrealized gains, the market will crater so fast that I can almost guarantee you that this will not be allowed to happen. And I don't care if she gets in or not. They're not going to do this because let me tell you, the only reason.
Can we just stop for a second and just look at these
That's gorgeous
3,000 genders and these fat hippos walking around? This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look at that little car, dude. That's a cool car.
Look at these streets. They're so clean. How dare they have clean streets?
And you see all like the Mozzies and like all these really nice cars in the street.
Yeah.
They're Bentleys, you name it. Dude, I'll see if let me make this last point and we're going to move on to London. We're going to look at that, dude. That's my car. Did you see that? That was the GT 350R. That's my car.
Yep.
Well, you know. All right.
On a clean street. On a clean street.
Yeah, I don't see. Oh, look at all that graffiti.
It was an M4.
A ton of refugees here. You see all the refugees?
A lot of migrants.
A lot of refugees. You know. Look, I'm actually really good with migration. If we were
actually a Bentley, a Continental GT.
Here's what I would do. If I'm good with migration, make it legal and only import people who have skills. Look like New Zealand does. New Zealand has migration all the time, but what they're taking is people who have skills and they're not criminals. Right. Like, you can't just get into New Zealand. It's actually really difficult. So we need to be like that. It's like, dude, this is like supermodels walking around. This is gorgeous, dude.
Dude, that's like 90% of the population there. It's stupid.
All right, so here's the thing about it. Like this unrealized tax thing, I don't think that's going to happen. And let me tell you why. The only reason that will ever happen is if private equity wants the market to fall. Because no one will buy anything. And people will have to sell all their holdings to cover those taxes.
Mhm.
So the unrealized tax gain, the only way that happens is if private equity wants the market to crater. That's when that's going to happen. So I don't know if do you agree with me? Like, do you think that'll ever be allowed, unrealized gain taxing?
Nope, not going to happen.
Yeah.
Because we're a rentier. We are a rentier economy. So the rent-seeking economy needs rent, and that rent it comes off equities. It's just talk. It's not going to happen.
It ain't going to happen.
It's just it ain't going to happen.
It's just it's I don't even know why I don't know, maybe they're trying to satisfy the far left component of the Democrats.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Because they're not bringing any new like voters from the right, you know. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's like those handful of far left people that would not vote for her. I don't know.
These people are not vaccinated. I noticed that.
None of these people here. Then we can't move there. I need to be around vaccinated.
They're not vaccinated. They're not boosted. They're not walking around with masks. I mean,
so I can't live here. I need my 4 masks. I need all my boosting.
I need all of them.
I need all of it. Yeah, I can't live in a place like that. You know what? Let's go.
What a terrible city.
I can find a terrible city. I don't want to live there. I want to live. Hold on, I'm going to find something.
Look, here it is in daytime. Look at this. This is just walking around a random street. Look at this. Terrible. Completely healthy looking people. I want to see gelatinous, bulbous effigies just walking around. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I got something here. Let me see if I can find this. I'm gonna have to look through. I wish I had this ready, dude. Hold on a second. Okay, not what I'm looking for.
You want me to stop this beautiful video?
Nah, keep that going. If I can't find what I'm looking for here, then we'll.
Nobody wants to live here. Who wants to live here? Look at this. Who wants to live in a place like this? Look, people out and about enjoying life, smiling. They have straight teeth.
Oh, straight teeth. That's crazy. No, dude, these women on this video are just gorgeous, man.
Where are the blue hairs?
I don't know.
Where are the blue hairs? This is an outrage. Look at this. This looks like it's like Belgium, but it's not.
I got to show you another city here. Okay, perfect. I found it. Okay, let's take a look at London.
Oh yes, the great city of London. Go ahead, Cowboy, bring it up.
All right, here's London nightlife.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going to give you a clue here. Somebody needs to teach these girls how to walk in heels.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. London nightlife. And the golden billion. This is the golden billion. Look at this. Oh, yeah. The golden billion.
Like nearly all the girls in this are like, you know, bad posture, not that attractive, don't know how to walk in heels, dress like prostitutes. You know what I mean? Are these working girls? No. These ones are not bad, but none of them have that beauty like in Russia. You know what I mean? None of them do. These are like this is like a bunch of mids, man.
Yep.
This is all mids.
Yep.
I mean, look, you're gonna have
city of
look at this. Is she wearing a bra? Is that a bra? I mean,
a muumuu.
Look, here's the thing about it. Like, I get it, ladies. I get it. You're trying to attract men, and you're competing with other women, and everything's getting skimpier and skimpier. And you know, if you really are you know, let's put Moscow back on. I need to clean my eyes. I get it. You know, and I know you're just you know, I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but you don't have to. You can put on some more clothes and still be pretty and still be classy. Just put on some more clothes. You know, cover up a little bit.
I'm angry just looking at this video here. Like, there's no purple hairs.
No purple hair.
There's no bellies hanging off the edge of their, you know, over their belts and stuff.
Oh, yeah, like none of that.
This is not good, man.
Not good at all.
There's no graffiti.
Yep.
I want to hear gunshots of Venezuelan gangs. Where's that at?
Where is that?
I want to hear the gunshots of Central and South American gangs. I want to see like random. Where's the flash mobs? Where's the mobs that are going into the stores, looting it real time like they do in California and in New York? Where's that?
Where's the mattresses on the street with the campfires?
Yeah.
You know, like campfires in the sidewalk. Where's that? Like the trash can, you know, with fire in it. Where's that?
Yep.
I don't see it. You know, where's
Good point,
the
Sergey.
where's the hoop? Oh, in Russia, millions of Ukrainians people treat. Yeah. So I was at
They're
a
brothers.
I was
If
at
it
a
wasn't for the
party.
golden billion, the golden billion, especially the United States with its $5 billion operation to overthrow the government of Ukraine and instill if it wasn't for I'm not even going to start. I'm going to go on a rant.
Yeah, no. Well, go on a rant, but I'll let you know this though. I was at a party and my cousin was hosting Russian Orthodox Archbishop, so like probably the most important one in the U.S. And long story short, there were Ukrainians and Russians there. It was both, and they were, dude. It was like everything was fine. Everybody was very nice to each other. They loved each other.
Of course.
I mean, basically, it seemed to me like they felt like they were pretty much all one. That's what it felt like there.
They are one. Ukraine is Russia. Ukraine belongs to Russia. All of it belongs to Russia. Russia's a 1,000-year civilizational state. That's what Americans don't understand. Russia is a 1,000-year civilizational state. You will never, ever, ever beat Russia. You will never crush Russia. You will never stop Russia. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. They've been here long before the United States, and they'll be here long after. That's just the truth, guys.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they survived. They even made it through USSR communism. The Bolsheviks and the Mensheviks, you know, funded by by
all of whom, all those Bolsheviks, none of them were Russian.
Yeah, what
they
were
all
they?
belonged to the chosen. They were all part of the chosen people.
No,
all of them.
No.
Yeah.
And weren't they
Stalin
all funded?
Stalin is Georgian, dude. Stalin wasn't even Russian. He hated Russians.
Funded by Wall Street too.
They were funded by Wall Street, but they all, you know, they're all part of the chosen clan from the Levant.
And then they killed off the Romanovs. I wonder if there are any Romanovs left that survived and they're able to, you know, I wonder if some of the old loyalties still lie. I don't know enough about such things, but it's just, you know, I mean, look at this place. It's terrible. I don't want to live here. Beautiful people walking around, you know, why would I want to be there? Yeah, dude. Sergey says lots of Ukrainian refugees lived in Europe, now moved to Russia.
Absolutely true.
Yeah,
absolutely true.
Oh boy. Well,
this
and
is
you know
what they don't want you to. This is what, like, our system. They don't want you to see things like this because then you realize how bad you got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, they want you to think that it's just us, the golden billion, all of us in the U.S. and Canada and Europe and Australia and New Zealand, the golden billion. And everybody else is dying in the world. Absolutely.
Well, okay, how about this? They want, remember, Putin is a dictator. I mean, look how terrible this place is under Putin's dictatorship.
Oh, yeah. Evil Putin.
Everybody's poor.
Oh,
poor.
God,
nobody's doing
so
anything
terrible.
Nice. No one's wearing any nice clothes. No nice shops are open. Consumerism's definitely not happening here.
It's definitely not. Yeah, nothing happening there.
You should put on Guangzhou.
Oh my God! No, then people's heads are. I'll put on Guangzhou. People's heads are about to really explode. Let's take a look at those evil communists, right?
Where their tax rate's 25%.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 3%, 25%.
Yeah, exactly. So let's do this. Look at this evil communists. Look at these evil communists. How dare they, these evil communists, building a city where you can put New York City into a tiny little corner over there. Look at this.
Yeah, these beautiful high rises. How dare they build such a beautiful high rise?
God. Only us and the golden billion could build skyscrapers. Did you know that?
Yeah, no one else is allowed.
No one else could do it like we do, right? Look at this. What a terrible place.
Yeah. Oh, to be clear, I'm a freaking patriot, by the way. I'm American, and but here's the thing: we need America to do better, and the only way it's going to do better is to boot all of these basically death cult like communist.
Look at this!
It's got to go.
Look at this! Look at the chosen. Well, maybe Gilbert, they're probably going there because they want to lend their expertise in genetically modified farming. Maybe they want to help the starving Ukrainians. Maybe that's why. Listen, how sick is that? Not allowing any Ukrainian soldiers to be buried on their own land. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. There's a reason why they've been kicked out of every country they've ever been in. I'll leave it at that. Some stereotypes, folks. I mean, stereotypes always have some sort of modicum of truth in there, right?
Right. Well, not all of every group is bad people, but there's a component.
No, not all of everyone.
There's a component.
There's always a component. But yeah, look at this evil communists. Look at this tower. Look, this is the tower that shows the power of communism and look how repressed these people are walking around. They're totally repressed. They're all automatons. Yeah. Well, Sergey, in America, paradise for men is, I don't know what a paradise for men is in America anymore. No, potato chips and beer, football, and maybe you if you're lucky, you can find another man who looks like a woman. Oh, God help us all. God help us all. Cowboy, you're muted.
No, I was letting you go. I didn't want to. I was typing a little bit. I didn't want to have that over.
Anyway, man, we're at the end of the show. Guys, we'll be back. I don't know who we got going on tomorrow. Maybe at Harley. No, Sergey,
Yeah,
we know what you meant. We know exactly what you meant.
Yeah,
Sergey.
we got you, Sergey.
We're joking because we don't have that. What you're describing, we don't have that here. So it's very hard to find here.
No, dude, there's so much, dude, in the West. Here's the thing about it. Like, this is why the guys in the West who have become successful, who are based guys who have conservative values, they're not even looking at. They're not even looking at inside the what do you call it? In the U.S. or the West. They're going to other countries. I don't know what Gort means, JMK. I might have burped or something. I don't know. It's gross. But yeah, they're going to South America, or they're going to Eastern Europe. They're going to places where the values are conservative. You know what I mean? I mean, it's getting really, really pretty nasty here in the U.S. with what you have to choose. Yeah, Brazilian girls are beautiful, but one thing about Brazil is that they're hypersexualized.
No, it's not like that. It's a dangerous place to live.
It is that too.
I had my business partner left Sao Paulo after Bolsonaro lost. My business partner left. It's gotten very dangerous.
I didn't know that.
So, yeah, it's bad.
You talking about Michael?
Brazil's really bad. Yeah.
Oh shit! Where did he go?
He is in UAE. He's in Dubai.
Okay.
He went from Sao Paulo to Belgrade, Portugal, right? And then from Portugal, he's settling in Dubai.
Okay, I think I remember hearing about Portugal. Dubai, bro. I guess maybe that's where we got to go.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking Russia, but I don't know. We'll see about it. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I stay here. I don't know, but I'm thinking here is going to not get better. I think it's going to get worse before it gets better here.
Why? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Like, dude, we have the crash helmets who are working behind the scenes with the space Martians, and they're going to save us. They're going to save us. Just watch.
Bro, the moon base.
Yeah, space Martians. Exactly. They're from the moon base.
Yep.
And they're going to save us, and they're going to bring us to where we need to go, and you have nothing to worry about, man.
I actually believe that there probably is something like that, but it's that's where the black budget goes, or these weird Antarctica type scenarios where the wealthy are living some kind of life down there that they don't allow everybody else to live. That's all. Yeah, blue chicken people. I know you're getting in kind of far in the weeds here, but I'm thinking, look, dude,
that's part of the avian race. Of space explorers.
Right, and that's fine. But I'm thinking Eastern Europe. I was kind of, I'm liking not Eastern Europe, but Dubai. I'm also liking
Georgia is going to be a great country to move to as well, because
have they kicked out the oligarchs, the Western oligarchs from Georgia?
Yeah, they've clamped down a great deal on that. In fact, the Exit Strategy, we're going to be offering a Georgia package very soon as well. So, guys, we're going to do an Exit Strategy show pretty soon, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, next Wednesday, or something like that, or Thursday or Friday or something like that. We're gonna maybe do Exit Strategy Fridays. We're filling in because now we have that empty spot open up on Friday. So,
yeah, I mean it's
talk to
Charles about it. He's pretty
Charles.
active.
He's He's got his gig. He works for Goldman. So
there you go. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
I know he was kind of, kind of needing that gig. So I'm glad he's figured that out. I haven't talked to Charles in like a week, but exit strategy. Yeah, I think you guys have, pretty good idea there. I think that's gonna.
Dude, we got a great freaking team, dude. We have
Yeah.
a great team. And let me bring it up so people know what.
Bring it up. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. If you guys want to get the hell out of the country and whatnot, why is it? There it is. Bingo. I need to hold on. Let me expand this. Bingo. Yes. Yeah, if you're looking to get the hell out of the country, here it is. Exit strategy. Right? We have our UAE offer, El Salvador, Greece, Mexico. We offer secondary citizenship. We've been working on this for a while. I think she's about ready for prime time. And we're working on offers for Georgia. And once you have a Georgia set up, and there's me, guys. Oh my God. There we go. Incorporation. We do it all, guys. We do it all. There it is. Greece, right? Mexico. The point is, once you get a secondary citizenship and residencies, now you have much more of an option to move around. Here it is. Dominican passport, obtainable by investment, offers access to 159 countries and territories worldwide, including all the BRICS countries. If you want to do business in BRICS, this is a great citizenship to have. And for like $200K, I think you get it for you and your entire family. So it's pretty awesome.
We got to do that later this year. We got to do that because you can actually bank down there. We could even open a bank.
You could. Yeah. I was offered a banking license out of Dominica. Oh, there's me.
You gonna take it?
Oh no, who's this guy?
I don't know who that guy is.
Oh God, who is this guy?
Vikram.
He looks crazy.
Vikram.
Oh my God. Who is this man?
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
That's right.
I love it. Where'd you
economic silverback? Look at our partners. Algo Factory Tech.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, that was who did this photo?
That was taken of me when I was looking into the sunset. And
that's a golden hour photo for sure.
It is, because I am the man of the golden hour, Cowboy. I'm the man of the golden hour.
For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I think you should have an exit strategy. Look, I know how it is, dude. Summertime, it's dead, right? Well, I think this is like the first show we've done Markets Mayhem in like a month. It's just markets are dead in the summer. It's fine. We're busy.
Everything, yeah. It's like selling May and go away.
Sell May and go away. But we got some big stuff coming. We got some pretty big stuff coming up. Should we talk about who I had a 4-hour lunch with on Monday, or should we leave that quiet? We leave that quiet.
Yeah, we'll leave that quiet. Yeah.
I had a 4-hour lunch with somebody who is an absolute a celebrity in certain circles. So we got some interesting things coming. Just put it that way.
Absolutely.
What do you say?
All right, well, man. Yeah, well, let's call it a day, guys. Thank you all for listening in. We'll be back tomorrow with something. Keep it locked and loaded right here. RogueNews.com. Cheers.